Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I'm here again, finally. It's been a while since I've put up a decent video, but I think now's the time, now that I've got some time. And I've been working on this for a while, putting it together and tweaking it and just messing with it to get it as perfect as possible. And today I want to introduce to you Immortal Wing. Now, this is part of the Project Immortal, so an Australian-made blade using premium steels and materials, all handmade as much as I can. Obviously, I do use power tools. I use some angle grinders and stuff, but mostly it's hand forged in Australia. And a lot of these, what I'm going to be doing in the future is I'm going to be making more of this kind of thing and trialing it, testing it, and then the prototype I will sell for a profit, essentially, to me, so that I can keep doing this. But what I will do is I'll send these to Nepal and get them to reproduce them as best they can to be essentially the same. They just won't have the same quality steel. Obviously, they'll use 5160 instead of 80 CRV2, which is what this is made out of. It's 80 CRV2 with G10 liners, copper liners, G10 handle. It's full tang, mosaic pins, bow drill divot. It comes with the ability to be sharpened by itself. This is a ceramic sharpening rod. So the Velcro, the bungee comes off and you got yourself a sharpening rod. On the other side you have a ferrocerium rod for your fire starting. And I've lashed on a Boca Plus Fits. This doesn't come with it, but when I send this to the guys in Nepal, I'll get them to make something very similar. It'll probably have better skinning capabilities and a better edge profile than this one. But this is what I've had this for years, so I thought I'll put it in there. It matches it all up, and it's quite lightweight, so it's a good little blade. Alright, leather belt loops. The sheath is ambidextrous. That's one of my requirements as much as possible, so all of this can be unbolted and flipped around to be right-handed, but I'm left-handed, so that's how it is. Comes with a bungee leg loop as well, so that you can get this out without struggling with it. It's not too bad though. Massive thanks, by the way, to Gareth John, who put together the Kydex. He's an Aussie Kydex dude, and he's also a bladesmith himself. Does great work. Thank you very much for that, John. Alright, here's Immortal Wing. So I've tried to keep it pretty simple and pretty rough. Now, if any of you follow my designs with Nepal, you see I tend to do a lot of, I try to do a lot of metal inlay and things to make them beautiful, because a lot of people, they want to buy them and use them a little bit, but they also want to hang them and display them more often than not. Not the case with this. I made it a little pretty with the handle and stuff, but the blade is just bum basic function, and that's it. I haven't tried anything fully fancy or anything with it. Just, it's got a spinal fuller that runs through here to lighten it up and to give it the right balance. Now, when I get these made in Nepal, I want the balance point to be about here, where the spike is, possibly even further up the blade, so it's closer to a true Kukri. The one I made, the balance is in the finger choil, so I can sit there and do this. Alright. Now, it's an 11.5 inch blade. It's not too big. I didn't want to make it too big. 80 CRV2 is so tough that you should be able to cross baton this, if need be, no problem at all. Alright? And it should be able to stand up to that all day. So 11.5 inch blade, that's a 5.5 inch handle, obviously contoured and everything, Western style. It doesn't have the rings or anything. I've put a little bit of jimping in there and a little bit of jimping along the liners at the back as well to give you a bit of grip, because G10 can be sort of slippery when it's dry. When it's wet, it actually gets grippier. Interesting. Yep, finger choil, of course. Now we'll talk about the blade. This first section here is a single bevel. It's a single convex bevel, and that's for carving. It ends in a hook, which is for carving hollows. So the hollow in your spoon, or if you want to draw knife it, it can put a channel in wood. Whether you use that to, route water through wood, or to put a channel in there to sit, like, I don't know, maybe a bolt shaft in a crossbow that you're building. What it also does is it moves the weight further forward. It eliminates some of the material back here. From the single bevel, you come into a double bevel, which is all of your chopping section, all the way up to about here. And that's where you do most of your chopping. So it's obviously made to be a little bit more sturdy for that purpose. From there, I come back down into a single bevel all the way to the tip, and this is for your fine slicing. So machete work, kitchen work. If you wanted to, you could choke up like this, which is what this finish is for. It gives you a little bit of texture, and you can sort of get up there and do some fine slicing. That's what that's for. I've also got a false edge back here to reinforce the tip, so you can do your stabby. That's what that's for. Alright, 90-degree edge along the spine, both sides up to about, I don't know, about a third way up the blade, and then it rounds off. And then of course it goes into your false edge, so that's what that's all about. Okay? As I said, full tang. I've got a pinky lanyard on here, which is important because if you extend chopping like this, it's no longer an 11.5-inch blade. It acts close to like a 15-inch siripate, which is what I was going for. Alright, so now that that's said and done, we will finish that there. If you have any other questions, leave it in the comments and we will get into the functional testing. So no more talking, just action. Enjoy, guys. Thank you.
I did it.
And stop. So there you have it. 80 CRV2 for the win, eh? Now, you saw the size of this, size of the log I chopped here. Hold on. All right. So, this is what I've just chopped and used as a baton. Was not small, was not lightweight. Destroyed all of this wood here, you know. And the tip's fine, the edge is fine. I'll give you a quick close-up of that. So you can see here, tip's good, edge is fine. Single bevel part's also fine, even though some of that got batoned through, some of the wood. Handle's solid, I mean it's full tang, so good to go anyway. Everything is in tip-top shape. So, I was going to sell it. I'm not selling it anymore. Not after that. I'm keeping this. This is my setup now. This is my blade. Also added a little Boca Plus Fits and 440C. That'll be my little skinner for when I'm out hunting and stuff as well. And of course it does come, I'll put that away. It does come, if you look down here, with a ceramic rod for sharpening and a ferro rod for fire making. Now, even though I've got this, and it does a fantastic job, all of my maintenance on this blade for quite a long time has been done with this. This is a natural jasper whetstone by Gabriel J. Warren of, I think he's, what is it, Natural Whetstone Sharpening or naturalwhetstones.com. And he does these amazing jasper, jade and jadeite sharpening stones. Now, they don't dish out. They don't wear out at all. They just need dressing every now and then. So you just get a piece of wet and dry of whatever grit you want your stone to be, and then you dress your whetstone with that, and then that's the grit it takes on. And that's what I've been sharpening this bad boy with, along with my antique from Atlanta Cutlery. You'll see that soon, and a few other bits and pieces as well. I just, even potato peelers, believe it or not, I sharpen with this thing. So do yourself a favor and get one. They are absolutely amazing, and all of my sharpness tests that you see in this video were done after a quick touch up with that and a quick strop with some leather, and that's all I've done with it. With my stone, I've actually got multiple faces, so I've got, yeah, there's a little chip there, devastated about that, dropped it on the floor. So I've got a convex edge to get into the, you know, curves and stuff. I've got a concave edge for those convexed blades. Got a straight edge, and then I've got the engraved edge, and then I've got the smooth edge, and they're all at different grits depending on what I'm doing and what knife I'm sharpening, and I can dress them to whatever grits I want. Anyway, check them out, it's well worth your money. That'll do for my review of Immortal Wing. Yeah, I'm not selling it anymore. I was going to, but not anymore. And I've got this to work through, so I'm gonna head off now and keep working, and I'll catch us on the next video, which should be soon. All right, take it easy, guys.